Welcome back to Good Morning Mississippi. Well, it's Tuesday, which means we're joined by our friends from the Greenwood Leflore Hospital. This morning we have Dr. Roderick Givens and Mr. Gaillard here with us this morning. Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning. Morning.
Now, you guys specialize in things that deal with a very serious subject, cancer, obviously, but more specifically, prostate cancer. We have a lot of folks, obviously, that stop by our show and tell us about things that we're unaware of. Prostate cancer is one of those things, I think, Dr. Givens, that we wonder about. What is it sometimes? Can you tell us exactly what it is?
Well, quite simply, prostate cancer is a disease of the prostate gland. It's a walnut-sized gland just below the bladder. And it's one of those diseases that really is silent. And so that's why we emphasize during Prostate Cancer Month the necessity for men to be screened for this disease, since it can be a silent killer.
Now, obviously it's silent. I mean, are there any signs or symptoms that might tell somebody, hey, you really need to have this looked at?
Well, yes, but that's not until late, okay? And so there are signs such as bleeding during urination, pain, those sorts of things. But that is years down the road after this disease has
You don't
grown.
want to get to that
Exactly,
spot.
exactly. You don't want to get to that spot. We want to get the disease diagnosed at its earliest stage, and that's through PSA screening.
And Mr. Gaillard, you guys are actually doing something right now that'll help people do that. Can you tell us about it?
We actually are offering free screening at Greenwood Leflore Hospital. It's on the schedule for the 14th through the 16th of this month. It'll be done on the campus at GLH. Okay. We're looking at males age 50 to 70 that aren't currently being followed by a physician. For more information or to schedule your appointment, you just call 662-451. I forgot the number. 5011.
5011.
Sorry about that, but
No, okay.
if you'll call 451-5011, they'll be glad to get you scheduled. Once you've got that done, hopefully all the results that come back will be negative.
Right.
In the event you do have a positive result, we will be more than happy to provide any treatment you may need.
Right. And Dr. Givens, what kind of treatment, like if somebody does say they have something, what are their options?
Well, once the diagnosis is made, that person will need to see a urologist for a biopsy to confirm the disease. Once that happens, then there's a discussion about treatment. Options include surgery, but then also radiation treatments, either external beam, which is non-invasive, or prostate seed implant are the most common forms of treatment for this disease.
What's the success rate on those treatments?
Extremely high, and that's why we want to see people that are diagnosed early, because the success rate is well over 90–95%.
Wow.
And so typically individuals who are 60 or 70 years old end up passing away from heart disease or something like that at the age of 80 or 90. So what we want to do is transfer the cause of death from something preventable to something that's not preventable.
Let me ask you one last question this morning. We've so much cancer research happening. Obviously, we're in the 21st century, so much advancements. How close are we to really finding ways to really defeat this disease once and for all?
Well, that's kind of a loaded question.
Right.
Every time there's a discovery, we're that much closer, but then with more research, we actually find out there's so much more that we need to understand about the disease.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, if you'd like those free screenings, you can contact them at Greenwood Leflore Hospital. They'd be happy to help you. They have a great team. Stay with us. We have more after the break. Thanks for being here this morning, gentlemen.
Great, thank you.
This Health Matters segment is brought to you by Greenwood Leflore Hospital.